Hello, guys. Welcome back to Chuck D Football TV. Back with another one. So I'm very sorry for my late response. I'm really sorry for my late post-match reaction on the Real Madrid versus Manchester City game. I've been really busy and occupied, but I just have to do it. So Real Madrid won, Manchester City 2. Uh, I don't even know. I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to start from. Over the years, right? Over the years, in the past, like, I don't know, 3, 4 years of the Champions League, this tie between Manchester City and Real Madrid has over the years seemed to be a blockbuster match, right? Like, there are certain years that Manchester City will get the upper hand against Madrid. And there's some years that Real Madrid gets the upper hand against Manchester City. I think the last time they faced each other was last Champions League where Kylian Mbappe scored a hat trick. And there was even the one whereby Manchester City were leading, I think on aggregate, and Real Madrid came back. That was the same year that Karim Benzema won the Ballon d'Or. Real Madrid won the Champions League that year. So there has been a lot of blockbuster games against these two teams. But speaking on yesterday's game, it was both teams played well. I'll be fair. Both teams played well. Real Madrid played well. Manchester City played well. And Real Madrid took the lead with a goal by Rodrygo, who actually had a very, very good game. However, I'll be like focusing more on Real Madrid because I'm a Real Madrid fan. For you guys that are privy to things that are going on, to you guys that know what's going on in the football world, it was said that the Real Madrid higher ups, and the president um, had a meeting with Xabi Alonso, basically, and um, they came to an agreement that if Xabi lost the match yesterday, he was going to be sacked. Now, this was the thing that these were the things that were put to the media. We don't know how true that is. We don't know if that meeting ever happened, right? We don't know because we are not in these boardrooms. But so we just go off rumors and things that world-renowned journalists come out to say, right? It doesn't really mean it might be 100% true. But for the sake of this video, it was put out there that Shabi would be sacked if he lost the game, which he did. But at this time of shooting this video, we haven't heard anything. Apparently, I haven't read that the players came together to support Shabi Alonso. Um, Mbappe didn't play that game, and one thing I've realized is that Real Madrid, we are because we have a very high standard, right? Real Madrid has a very high standard. Real Madrid is not your regular team that is okay with losing games here, winning games here, drawing games here. Real Madrid has built a standard of excellence where every game is a must-win game, and if you are not winning your job, you're on the chopping block as a coach. That is Real Madrid for you. Real Madrid is not the club that is going to give you 5 years to fail and come back and fail and come back. That is why Real Madrid is what it is. That is why it's the most successful football club in the world, right? So far under Xabi Alonso, at the beginning of the season, towards like the middle part, Real Madrid were doing incredibly well, right? Xabi Alonso brought a new style of play. He brought an order around the squad whereby it just seemed like there were no favorites in the team. If you play well, you start. If you don't play well, you're not starting or you'll be subbed off. So we've seen this happen with Vinicius Junior. We've seen games where he's been subbed off. We've seen games where Mbappe himself have been subbed off, and not necessarily because they didn't play well, but Shabi likes to rotate. However, it's kind of apparent that if Mbappe does not perform or if he's not playing, Real Madrid are in trouble. Real Madrid are in trouble. Like, there's no out and out dangerous player that can take the mantle from Mbappe. Yesterday's game, Vini had a decent game, but he was poor. He was poor, and I know that we as fans, because we've seen so much excellence from Vini over the years, we are kind of spoiled, and we always expect that level or those level of performances from Vini. But it seems like ever since he lost that Ballon d'Or, he's just not really been the same. Like, here and there, he would have like an incredible performance and stuff, but sometimes where it matters, he doesn't just seem to show up. His final play in the final third is just, I don't know. He's just not been the Vinny that we we've all been accustomed to, especially Real Madrid fans. Also, um, two other players I would like to, and I've spoken. If you are not new to my channel, and if you watch my videos, you would know that I've spoken about this before. And what I'm about to say, this is not my first time saying it. That's that defensive pairing of Asensio and Rudiger. It is killing Madrid. It is killing Madrid. In the January transfer window, Real Madrid, we need to go into the market for a defender. Rudiger has declined. Rudiger is a bozo. That guy is a bozo. He has declined. He's not the Rudiger we once knew. This guy has declined. This guy is not good enough to be starting for Madrid. He's I think he's really done well, but his time is up. He's run his course at Real Madrid. The guy is not a good player, Rudiger. He is not a good player. He is an erratic moron in defense. An erratic moron, in a dummy, a defensive dummy in defense. This guy will cost you points. I'm putting him with Asensio. These are two erratic players. Rudiger is even worse. This guy is worse because you would think he should have experience. And it's time for Real Madrid to do away with players like this. We don't need players like this. We don't need a Rudiger. This guy is he's going to drag the team down every time. Every time. Look at the goal he cost, the penalty he cost. This is a Champions League winning defender with Chelsea and Real Madrid. This is an established defender. This is somebody that people were once tipping as the best centre back in the world, that has turned to an absolute bozo and liability in defense. Like, even the goal by O'Reilly, I don't know what Thibaut Courtois was doing. I don't know what Thibaut Courtois was doing. Now, I can't really be mad at Thibaut Courtois because he made a lot of world class saves. To me, he's the best goalkeeper in the world. He's probably the best goalkeeper in this generation, in my opinion. Thibaut Courtois. He made some world class saves yesterday. We could have lost that game if we had a keeper not as good as Thibaut Courtois. We could have lost that game at least 4-1. But Thibaut Courtois saved Real Madrid. He saved us. He saved us. I'm not going to lie. But that goal by O'Reilly, Thibaut had to do better. He had to do better. He had to do better there. And also going forward, we had chances. Jude Bellingham had a chance. I don't. This guy wanted to be cute. He wanted to lob the ball that he could have just shot. He wanted to lob, wanted to be cute, and that was an opportunity gone. Then even with the substitutions, Brahim, I don't see what Brahim Diaz really gives Madrid. I don't see what that guy gives Madrid. I'm not saying he's a bad player or anything, but is Brahim Diaz good enough to be playing for Real Madrid? I don't think so. The guy came in, did not offer anything. Did not offer anything. However, the positives I will take from the game is it was very good seeing Hendrick coming. It was very. There was a time that the camera showed a group of Madrid players um, jogging, and I saw Hendrick part of the group of players jogging, and I was like, "Is this guy's not going to come in? Why is Shabby wasting his time?" And he came in, which was very surprising because he hasn't been given a lot of playing time this season. And he actually almost scored a fantastic header. Almost. That would have been beautiful if he did. That would really have been beautiful if he did. I would love to see Hendrick given more playing time, you know, rather than Gonzalo. I would love to see Hendrick given more playing time under Xabi Alonso. Um, who else did well? I think Bellingham, he did very well. Tchouaméni had a very good game. For me, my man of the match for Real Madrid was Alvaro Carreras. This guy was fantastic yesterday. He was fantastic yesterday. Now, some people blame him for the goal, the O'Reilly goal. Some people blame him. They feel like he should have been on O'Reilly, and which I see. To an extent I agree, but I don't think that goal was really his fault. I think it was just the bozo moment from Thibaut Courtois. Aside from that, the guy, he was fantastic. Carreras was fantastic going forward, coming back, defending, you know, all that. The aggression, everything. He really performed well yesterday. And I don't know what Xabi Alonso's fate is, what his fate is at the moment. We would see maybe in a couple of days whether he's going to be sacked or he's going to be given more time. I think he should be given more time. I think he should be given more time. He's a fantastic coach. He's a good coach, and I like his philosophy. It's just that the players, Madrid, we need to go into the market. I think we need a proper second striker. Proper striker whereby you can that striker is even good enough to start, and Mbappe can even start from the right wing. Do you understand? And maybe if you take off that striker, you put Mbappe back in number 9. I think, and we should go back in the transfer window for a defender, because our defenders are the ones that do it for us are inconsistent with injuries, like Militao, Dean Hoyson. These guys, are kind of injury prone. And if we want to go far this season, we can't go far with Asensio, with a combination of Asensio and Rudiger. Rudiger is that guy is phenomenally disastrous. The phenomenally disastrous. Too much blood running through that guy's veins. He's not that cannot be Madrid's defender going forward. He's done well for the team. It's time to move this guy on. And yeah, that's my take. There's nothing really else I need to say. But that's another loss. Back to back. Loss to Celta Vigo, loss to Manchester City. And now even in the league, we are trailing 4 points to Barcelona. And Barcelona at this moment seem like they can't lose. These guys cannot drop points, even when they are conceding. These guys cannot seem to drop points. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's my take, man. Please like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time.